Have you heard the story of the monkey and the crocodile, in which the smart monkey escapes the clutches of the evil crocodile? Or that story in which a fish goes to all lengths to please the rain god, and by doing so saves the population of an entire rain-deprived state as well as her friends in the river? Or perhaps the story of the golden goose, in which the golden goose gives one golden feather each day to help a poor widow survive. But when the greedy widow tries to get all the feathers at once, she is left with nothing but regular feathers. And the goose never helps the greedy widow again. These are all Buddhist stories, which are loved and repeated all over the world. Jatak means since birth, and all these tales are tales from the previous lives of Buddha. It is said that just before Buddha achieved enlightenment, he remembered all his previous lives. These flashbacks helped him understand the reality of the world. Hence, he would often preach people about the world using examples from his past lives. According to Buddhist legends, Buddha's reincarnations were not just in human forms, and he also took the form of animals. Many Jatak tales use animals as their protagonists to help people understand the reality of life. In these stories, Buddha takes the form of elephants, roosters, buffaloes, and lions to explain his views on life. The animals in these tales think and talk exactly like human beings. Either Buddha is one of these animals himself, or he takes the form of a narrator observing these animals. Buddha appearing in Jataka tales is known as Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is that form of Buddha who has set out to achieve nirvana, but he is still a simple human being, which means that he has to bear the same sufferings and sadness that human beings have to put up with. If we look at Jataka tales, we find three kinds of bodhisattvas who want to cross every obstacle like a king and achieve enlightenment before anyone else, so as to help the others. The boatman, who wants to take everyone on a journey to find nirvana. The shepherd, who leads others to nirvana and gets there after everyone. After Buddha, the Buddhist monks narrated these Jataka tales to each other. But gradually, as Buddhism spread around the world, these stories also spread rapidly. And along with these stories, Buddha's unmatched insight about life spread around the world. These tales could be seen in the pages of history 500 years after the death of Buddha. The largest and the oldest collection of Jataka tales is found in Pali language, and all these stories are stored in the Sutra Pitaka, or the basket of sutras. Till date, only 547 Jataka tales have been found. These tales were narrated by Buddha to help people in their time of need. But history fails to mention the person who accumulated these stories. Panchatantra, the popular tales of Hindu culture written by Pandit Vishnu Sharma, and Jataka tales have a lot in common. For example, the golden goose from Jataka tales and the hen that laid golden eggs in Panchatantra both have the same moral: don't be greedy. Many more Indian stories and Jataka tales are quite similar. Jataka tales also regard Lord Ram as Bodhisattva. In fact, many Hindus believe that Gautam Buddha was an avatar of Lord Vishnu. It can be said that there is a common pool of Indian wisdom from which these tales originate. In those days, the common folk were illiterate. Hence, the Jataka tales were narrated to them by special storytellers, who were known as Jataka Bhanak. These storytellers travelled far and wide and told people these stories as well as how to lead their lives. The technique to telling these Jataka tales were quite motivating in itself. Before beginning, a premise was established as to where and to whom was the story told first, and also the reason behind telling the story. Then the ethical values and significance of the story were made clear, so that there were no misinterpretations. India has a lot of stupas and historical places wherein these Jataka tales were prevalent. A Chinese traveller, Win Sung, has mentioned many of these tales in his travel logs. Like the Pushkaravati Stupa, that tells the tale of a young man named Syama, who looked after his blind parents really well and was accidentally struck by an arrow fired by King Dashratha. Jataka tales say that due to his good deeds, Lord Indra granted him a new life and also granted his parents the gift of sight. This tale can be found in the caves of Ajanta and Ellora to this day. In Ramayana, the same young man goes by the name of Shravan Kumar. Shravan Kumar dies due to an arrow fired by the king. and his parents put a curse on King Dashrath that he will also lose his son. To this day, the ruins of Shravan Kumar's statue can be found in the Unnao region of Uttar Pradesh. The most predominant theme of Jataka tales is karma. Just like a math teacher, Buddha has explained the law of karma in a variety of ways. This law is the most important theorem of Buddhism. That is, what goes around comes around. Good deeds are met with happiness, and bad deeds will always result in sadness. There is another Jataka tale related to karma, in which Buddha is a sailor in one of his earlier lives. A passenger on his ship is trying to kill the others. When Buddha finds out about this, he doesn't warn the other passengers of the danger, because that could result in others being sad, tensed or violent, which could only result in chaos. And then they would kill the murderer, and their karma would be ruined. Instead, Buddha himself asks the murderer to leave the boat, so the passengers as well as the murderer are spared of bad karma. As Buddhism started spreading its wings in different directions, new tales were added to the old ones. There are plenty of Jataka tales that came into being much later, and these are known as Apocrypha. Since some of these Jataka tales were found in Sanskrit as well, their origin still remains a mystery. Some of these tales are written by Aryasura, and these are illustrated beautifully in the Ajanta and Ellora temples. Even to this day, Jataka tales are one of the most popular moral tales around the globe. Their insight and wisdom is astonishing, and everyone can definitely learn a thing or two from it. These tales might be old, but they are as relevant today as they have ever been.
Like, share, subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from Epic.